Paul's saying, we apostles live in a way that proves our absolute faith in the resurrection. Think about it. We as apostles live in a way that is clear evidence of the level of our faith in the resurrection. He says, look at us. We don't live like we're concerned about dying. They can't be. They're under threat of death all the time. And he's saying, we don't live like we're concerned with this life. This is really applicable to us. Paul says, we're not following Christ for this life. We don't have faith in Christ for what he can do for us in this life. We know better. We live with absolute knowledge that the resurrection is more real than this vapor of a life. And we live with absolute knowledge that the resurrected life is going to last a whole lot longer than this puny vapor of a life. We live that way. Paul's saying, look at us. You can tell how much we believe in the resurrection. I wonder if we could say the same thing. I wonder if we could say, look at my life. Look at the evidence in my life of my level of faith in the resurrection. And do you remember there used to be little cards in the 80s. This is really hip. We should bring this back. It was a little business card that everyone was passing around that said, if you were accused of being a Christian, would there be enough evidence to convict you? It's the same question here. Is there evidence in our life that we believe that the resurrected life is actually more real than this life? That we believe that the resurrection life is really the real life, that we're in the temporary warm-up life, and that the resurrection life is the real life? We can you hear this? This is really cool. Just think about this. We can actually be more sure of the resurrection life than we can be of this life. You and I have no idea what we're going to face tomorrow. We have no idea what we're going to face next year, but we know for certain what the resurrection looks like because we can look at Christ and say, okay, I got it. I got that. I know where I'm going. I'm sure. I know where I'm going, and I know what it's going to look like, and I know what I'm going to look like. I may not know tomorrow, but I know the resurrection life, right? We can actually have more confidence in the resurrection life. The question is, do we? Do we live like that? Or are we so caught up, in having our best life now, being the best me we can be, awakening the giant within and all that stuff that we apply Christ to that and say, yes, Lord, give me my best life now. Make everything right for me now. And Jesus is like, are you kidding me? There's a bus with your name on it out there tomorrow. Why are you so worried about this life? Why not focus on the resurrection life, right? Is it getting across? Okay. Do we live like we believe that the resurrected life is more important, is more valuable, and is more real than this life? Because it is. It is.